It is exactly 3 in the morning, and the only thing in your universe is a cold, desperate meow and a tiny paw batting your closed eyelid. When your cat decides that your human sleep schedule is completely irrelevant, do you actually know what they are trying to say in the dark? Yes, it is infuriating. You feel exhausted, a little bit angry, and extremely confused about why they chose this exact moment to wake you. But behind that relentless midnight wake-up call, there is a complex primal message that you are almost certainly missing in your sleepy state. And if you misunderstand it, you could be missing a genuine plea for connection. Let us figure out exactly how to stop this tonight. 1. They are hunting ghosts while you dream. Cats are crepuscular, which is just a fancy scientific way to say they are naturally most active at dawn and dusk. This inherited biological rhythm makes their ancient hunting instincts peak exactly when your sleep is deepest, roughly at 3 or 4 in the morning. In a small dark house, every single dust mote and moving shadow becomes a target. To them, this is a dangerous jungle that must be policed. But there is a very specific, seemingly logical thing you are doing at 3 in the morning that is making this stressful behavior completely permanent. This intense nightly ghost hunt gives them a powerful mental boost that you might be accidentally encouraging every single day without even realizing it. A highly respected animal behaviorist named John Bradshaw explains in his research that indoor cats must constantly redirect their natural predatory drive onto whatever moves. If they could put it into words, it would sound like this. The shadows are moving. I am keeping our territory safe while you rest. And by the way, this innocent object you are using for peace is the ultimate relationship destroyer. We will uncover that exact trap at the end. 2. You are subconsciously their favorite toy. You have a very specific condition, a learned response that you are unfortunately teaching them every single night. When they first meowed at 3 in the morning, maybe you talked back, or you just simply moved your hand under the heavy winter blanket. To them, that small physical twitch or sleepy groan was a massive reward. It was a silent game of peekaboo from their favorite giant in the dark. You might even think you are successfully ignoring them by just softly pushing them off the edge of the bed with your heavy arm. But this is a mistake, because to a cat that is severely bored, any physical reaction from you at all is far better than being completely invisible in a perfectly silent room. If they could translate this into words, it would be very simple. Look at me, play with me, do absolutely anything. Just do not ignore me tonight. You think you are being strict and aloof by not looking at them directly, but they see your human frustration as a brand new form of midnight entertainment. This learned pattern is exactly what behavioral psychologist B.F. Skinner called conditional reinforcement. Your sleepy annoyance actually rewards and permanently locks in their nightly bad behavior. And hey, if learning this makes you feel a little less guilty about your demanding cat, hit like and subscribe so we can help more owners build this beautiful bond. 3. A desperate silent check on your presence. The absolute silence of your house is actually terrifying for a creature that is naturally programmed to survive in the wild. They are biologically built to be both a hunter and the hunted. So when everything goes completely quiet, their deep survival instincts instantly go on high alert. Remember, for a domestic cat living safely indoors, you are the alpha, the main parent figure, and the absolute ultimate source of safety in their entire world. When you lie perfectly still and silent for many hours in the dark, they sometimes just need to simply confirm that you are actually still okay and functioning. Your human breathing pattern becomes so still, your presence is completely faded. In their anxious mind, they are wondering, are you still alive? Are we still safe? Cornell Feline Health Center notes that cats use specific vocalizations to check on family members. A tiny meow or a soft head bunt is never an attack. It is essentially a worried child asking if you are still there in the dark. They desperately need a sign that their giant guardian is still alive. If they could tell you directly, it would be this: "Your sudden silence makes me nervous. I just need to make sure you are still breathing tonight." 4. The 3 a.m. hunger is mostly in their head. You probably think they are genuinely starving and desperate when they wake you up demanding breakfast in the dark. When they cry loudly right next to their empty metal food bowl, it is incredibly easy to assume they desperately need a massive midnight calorie boost right now. While a genuine digestive issue is always a possibility, a healthy indoor cat has a highly efficient stomach. They are never truly starving after just a few short hours. Veterinary behaviorists at International Cat Care explain that while cats naturally prefer hunting small meals, they can very easily adapt to your normal daytime human feeding schedule. A large part of this desperate midnight begging is actually purely conditional. It is a powerful, learned behavior that has slowly developed over many long, exhausting nights. They have successfully learned that bothering you in bed is the absolute fastest and most reliable way to get a fresh, delicious meal served to them immediately. If they could put it into words, it would be this: "I am slightly bored and feeling a bit snacky. I know exactly how to wake my chef." So tomorrow night, try leaving a small, interactive puzzle feeder out right before your bedtime. This simple step helps rule out true physical hunger from mere midnight boredom. 5. Their incredible night vision actually needs you. We all know cats have amazing eyes, so you probably assume they can see perfectly in your dark, quiet house. When all the lights go out, you might think they are having a wonderful time navigating the house with total confidence while you are left stumbling, completely blind. But the surprising truth is that in a completely pitch black room with heavy curtains drawn, their ancient hunting eyes actually struggle almost exactly as much as yours do. Feline behaviorist Dennis Turner notes that a cat suddenly caught in absolute total darkness can easily feel deeply disoriented and extremely vulnerable to any unseen creeping dangers. They do not understand that your modern locked house is perfectly safe. Their primitive survival brain just sees a dangerous black abyss where anything could be hiding. When they meow aggressively from the dark, empty hallway, they are often not asking for a fun toy. They are genuinely scared and asking to not be completely alone. They just want to find you, feel your warm skin, hear your familiar heartbeat, and absolutely confirm that they are not completely isolated in this scary, silent void. So instead of automatically assuming they are just being playful or annoying, just remember they might be sincerely scared and seeking comfort from their beloved guardian. 6. The immediate response trap you must avoid. This is the exact moment I promised you earlier. A conditional behavior scientifically called reinforcing the absolutely wrong pattern. If you choose to do this one simple thing every night, you have successfully completed a 3-part training ritual for your cat without even realizing it. They meow loudly. You get annoyed, grab your glowing smartphone to check the time, and then give them a quick treat just to quiet them down. They meow and jump on your tired face, desperately hoping you will do the exact same thing again. You finally sigh, get out of bed, and feed them. The conditional chain is now complete. In their highly logical mind, meowing loud and getting aggressive exactly equals getting a delicious reward in a very short time frame. This simple mental coupling has now permanently solidified in their brain, rapidly transforming a natural nighttime reflex into a deeply embedded and incredibly frustrating daily habit for you. By choosing immediate convenience to save your sleep tonight, you have inadvertently taught them a brand new way to successfully manipulate your daily behavior in the dark. Veterinary behaviorists at International Cat Care highly recommend a strategy called planned ignoring. It is incredibly hard to do, but it is the only way to break this cycle. You absolutely must not look at them, speak to them, or touch them when they demand attention at 3 in the morning. Absolute zero physical response is strictly required. It will get much worse before it gets better. They will try harder, acting like they are truly starving, just to test if your new boundaries are real. If they could put it into words, it would be this. You always gave in before. I will just keep pushing until you remember how our game works. They are not attacking your sleep schedule for fun. They simply do not have a human concept of time, work alarms, or your desperate need for deep rest. In a world that is totally silent and completely dark, they are just trying to keep the only thing they have ever truly known completely safe and alive. And that precious thing, my dear friend, is you. They are not a selfish midnight attacker. They are just trying to be your loyal guardian in the shadows. And that precious thing, my dear friend, is you. They are not a selfish midnight attacker. They are just trying to be your loyal guardian in the shadows.